Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Demon Slayer. Last time around, we started off the first episode of the second season, the Mugen Train arc, where, what the hell was it called? Flame Hashira Kyojuro Rengoku. That was it. It's just the man's name. But yeah. So we got that as our little anime exclusive episode, exclusive anime content that is not present here in the movie. And yeah, it was about Rengoku showing up and saving these station lunch makers from this demon, and then he is off to the Mugen Train. So yeah, that's pretty much where we left off. It was a good episode. Really enjoyed it, and I'm excited now to get into the movie. So yeah, that is pretty much where we are today. We are on to the movie. Now, it's pretty much going to be just like another, Demon Slayer episode. If you want to watch my reaction to the Demon Slayer Mugen Train movie, it's once again down in the description and the pinned comment. The reaction highlight will be there. It's just going to be a lot longer than normal, and yeah, we're going to have a good time. Obviously, if you want to watch the full unedited reaction, it is over on my Patreon page. I'll also leave a link to that down below. If you want to watch that, if you're a full-length patron, you can also, you can watch that, and it'll be like watching a movie together, Get some popcorn, get a drink, get something. I've just got a drink because it's 10 o'clock in the morning, so not normally the time you would go see a movie, but whatever. It's just the time I must record, and my hair is bothering me a little bit. Better? Alright. We are, once again, we are on the webcam like last episode, but I have a new webcam. Hopefully it looks a little bit better. I think it does look a little bit better than the other one. But I'm going through some growing pains with this switch over to webcam. So hopefully it all looks nice and good. I don't know, but yeah. Anywho, yeah. The Mugen Train movie. I'm really excited to get into this. Again, it's a nice canon story, and I'm just really interested in that, I like that I honestly, anime movies are some of my favorite things, because, I really enjoy, I don't know, I guess just because the West doesn't do this, having a series that then just has a movie that you can go see, that's just such a cool thing, And it shows, how big anime is in Japan, obviously, that, you can release an anime movie into the theaters, and everyone's gonna go watch it because they already watched the anime anyway, So I really enjoy stuff like that, and it's definitely, you don't get that in America, and this is not a great example, but you don't, have, so many seasons of The Flash on the CW, and then they're like, we're going to give it a movie. It's like, well, no, you have to give it a new one with Ezra Miller and Michael Keaton and everything. And it's like, well, that's no fun. I don't know. Am I making a point? I don't think I'm making a point. It doesn't matter. The point is, the point I really should be making is I'm excited to watch the Mugen Train movie. Are you? I imagine you are. I imagine you were when you originally watched it. So yeah. That's enough dilly-dallying. Why don't we just go ahead and jump right into Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba The Movie Mugen Train. Here we go. Fucking hell, man. I wasn't ready for this today, man. I wasn't ready. That's astounding. That is astounding, man. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna need a minute to go to the bathroom because that was a 2-hour movie. I'll be back in a sec. Oh. Okay, I'm back. Oh my god. That was insane. That was insane. I'm losing my words. Oh my god. That may be one of the greatest anime movies I've ever seen. One thing I will say, though, the formatting of it was kind of weird when you stop and think about it, you know? The formatting was kind of weird, but it honestly, it would make more sense for an arc of an anime or a manga, you know, where you have multiple episodes or chapters. Here, because they tease, because everything, you know, that leads up to this is like, all right, you know, the Mugen Train, Lower One, you know, like all of this, like get ready for all of this, and it's good, but then he dies, and then you're like, well, wait a minute, there's still like a half hour left of the movie, what do we do, you know? And then just some fucking upper Kizuki asshole shows up and fucking kills Rengoku, and it's like, well, damn it. It's a weird, like, it was great, but it is kind of a weird thing of like, and now here's this guy, and he's way stronger than Rengoku, and I mean, he got close. Honestly, I honestly think that if the sun wasn't rising, Rengoku would have won that. He would have killed him, because honestly, like, I guess the reason is because he got so desperate, you know, that he ripped apart his own arms just to try to get away, you know? Again, though, like, what episode did we get Rengoku? So, if we're not counting the last episode, because, you know, that's part of season 2, so let's, and that came out after this, you know? Which I'm so glad we got that I watched that episode, you know? Just to make me really love Rengoku even more, you know? Because that's the thing, is you don't get much from Rengoku before this movie, you know? So that episode really helps, honestly. So, okay, so 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, and that's it. 22. Five episodes. You get 5 episodes and the entirety of this movie before one of the most dramatic, heart-wrenching deaths in anime, I guess, you know? That is the big sticking point at the end of this movie, is Rengoku is dead. One of the 9 Hashira is dead. That's so sad. And it hits you. It hits you how sad it is. And they did that in 5 episodes. With a little bit of cheating from me, because I also had the season 2 premiere. So, but even still, that's 6. Even if you account for that episode, that's 6 episodes. And, you know, I just had the thought that, you know, I compared this show to My Hero Academia a lot. And I think there are a good number of comparisons there. My dog woke up, so I should probably go. He probably wants to go out, so I should go let him out. So I compared this to My Hero Academia a lot. And honestly, I do think there are several comparisons you can make with this. But, so if we compare this, and this is the thing, man, this is so much quicker than My Hero Academia, you know? Like, 26 episodes and then this movie, you know? 27 if you do watch the first episode of season 2. Compared to, spoilers for My Hero Academia, compared to the middle of season 3 of My Hero Academia when you lose All Might. But All Might doesn't die. All Might doesn't die. And Rengoku did. And honestly, you know, it felt very, you know, Obi-Wan, you know? And you could even say this is even more similar because A, he actually died. And B, I mean, it just, I don't know. It's just, I mean, we were with him, you know, in terms of like ratio of the story, it's like we were probably with him almost as long as Obi-Wan in A New Hope. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I can't believe that. I can't believe that despite knowing him for such a short time, he's dead. He's been killed off with the most heroic, impactful death. And it's not just the fact that he died, it's not just that he got this, incredible, heroic death. He got that in the movie. The movie, think about that. And this is where I say, and I know people correct me when I say the My Hero movies are not canon. Whatever. They're not part of the manga storyline. Like, they're not in the manga. They're not adapted from the manga. They're just, different side stories. If they're canon, great. If not, whatever. But they're side stories, which is what I've been trying to say. They're side stories where it literally doesn't matter what happens because it will have no effect on the anime or the manga because they're not in the manga, This is, because this is 10 million% canon. And just to think, again, I made a joke during the credits, but all those manga readers, they fucking knew what was going to happen. Those manga readers knew. They knew. I mean, or at the very least, they had a suspicion, At the very least, they knew that Rengoku's death would be around this point, Maybe, but I mean, I feel like they had to have known that, because that's the end of the Mugen Train arc, is his death, So that's where the movie has to end, And yeah, the fact that it is, because again, we're talking anime movies. And, we've watched a couple anime movies here on the channel. Obviously, we've watched the My Hero ones. The Cowboy Bebop movie, that was just, a long episode of Cowboy Bebop. I just watched, the Cardcaptor Sakura movie because I'm watching Cardcaptor Sakura on my own time. And that was really just a long episode of Cardcaptor Sakura. And I enjoyed it, Or, fuck, if you look back at the Dragon Ball movies, all the old Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z movies were completely non-canon. You can't even argue those. But they were just long episodes, Or the more recent ones, Broly or something. The closest to this would be like Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods or Resurrection F, which were remade into the Dragon Ball Super anime. Those are canon. Those are canon, and they're decent enough movies, Animation's decent enough, especially on that first one. I don't know. I haven't watched those in a while, but overall they were pretty good, But this, because that's the thing too, it's like, it's not just that this is canon, but it has such an important moment. And it's a thing of like, it's a good thing they remade, they did the Mugen Train arc again in the anime, It's a good thing they did that, but honestly, this is one of the first times I feel like, and I don't know, more anime, maybe I'm, talking out my ass because I don't know much, but this is one of the first times I've seen where it's like, no, you have to watch the movie. The movie is all important. And again, because I talked about this at the beginning of the video, this does not happen in the West, Like, this wouldn't happen, like, if, during the middle of Game of Thrones, between season 4 and 5, I don't know, they did a movie where it's like, well, here's a Jon Snow movie, and it's a really important Jon Snow movie, And it's like, and you need to know this, and, Sam explodes at the end, I don't know. And it's like, well, you better hope you watch the movie. That shit doesn't happen, That shit doesn't happen. And especially in the West, because, you would only have the people who would go watch that movie would be the fans of that movie. The fans of that series, like Game of Thrones. And there's a lot of Game of Thrones fans. But that does not equal the same, the same money that the latest Marvel movie would do, So that you couldn't do that. But you can do that in Japan, and God bless Japan for being able to do that. You know, that's one of those things. That's one of those things I really do love. Just their culture of anime. Even just not even about the anime themselves, just how anime is sort of. I don't know. Again, what point am I trying to make? I don't know. The point is fucking sad, and I can't believe they did that in the fucking movie. 5 episodes after introducing him, they gave us one of the most heart-wrenching deaths, you know? Let's talk the rest of the movie. Man, he was going to teach Tanjiro too. He was going to teach them all. He was going to tutor them and stuff, and it's like, God damn it. He's so cool. He's so goddamn cool. And I like, because I have seen on Twitter, there'll be people that are like, name an anime character that literally nobody hates. And they'll show a couple people, and then they'll show Rengoku, and I'm like, yeah. Like, recently, you know, in these recent episodes, I've been like, yeah, this guy, he's so cool. And it's like, and now I understand how that works, too. Because not only is he amazing, he died before he could be potentially ruined. Not saying this show would ruin him. I'm just saying, you know? But I mean, it's the same, again, if you want to talk about My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia has gone on so long that they're ruining characters now. It's terrible. Of course, I say that. There'll be people that'll be like, I don't think they're being ruined, but that's my opinion, so we'll leave it at that. The dreams were fun. Fun. I love that Zenitsu's dream is just being with Nezuko all the time. I gotta say, human Nezuko is so cursed now, because it's like, I'm not used to it, you know? I'm completely not used to it. I'm used to Demon Nezuko with her bamboo shoot, you know? So, but that was funny. I like Inosuke's dream. That was really funny, where he's just a fucking wild animal with his other wild animal furries. That was really funny. I like that his dream did include Nezuko. I thought that was funny. And I love too that the fucking subconsciouses were so funny. That the subconscious for Inosuke was him as a wild boar, you know, just fucking killing that girl. And then the guy that was in Zenitsu's subconscious, it's like, it's a completely pitch black void. That is Zenitsu's subconscious, with one crazy person who is a simp for Nezuko. That's it. That's his entire subconscious. Then you get Tanjiro and Rengoku, who are sensible people. That was funny. I do like Rengoku's. It's just fucking fire. It's just fire everywhere. And then he had the survival instinct. Again, he's like Spider-Man, man. It's like Spider-Man passing the torch to Miles Morales in Japan. There's a Japanese Spider-Man, and Penny Parker. It works, I guess. I guess Penny Parker's not exactly, but I mean, she's, you know, kawaii anime, but she just still live in New York. Metaphor's ruined. You get the idea. Fucking, that was great. Seeing Tanjiro's family again was crazy. It's sad. But then his dad showing up. Man, we gotta learn more about his dad. His dad's so fucking cool and mysterious, you know? And then just the fact that he has to kill himself in his dream to wake up. It's crazy. Of course, then that was used against him when he kept doing it so often. He was about to do it in real life, you know? But yeah, seeing his family tugging on them heartstrings, man. Even seeing human Nezuko. Which I guess, so I did mention, I was like, what, did Nezuko get younger when she became a demon? It's not exactly that. I mean, it's just, you know, she wears her hair down now. She's got the bamboo shoot. But for a little bit, until she started, you know, to get serious and like, okay, now I gotta fight. She was, tiny, kawaii, demon girl. So, but once she has to fight, then she freaking bulks up and she's like, all right, I'm gonna go kick some fucker's ass, So that was good at least. I love that the guy goes to Tanjiro's subconsciousness. I'm fucking exhausted now. He goes to Tanjiro's subconsciousness, and it's so pure. It's so pure. Again, it's the end of fucking Skyward Sword, before Demise, before the Demise fight starts. And it's just, I love that guy literally couldn't do it because Tanjiro is so pure. I want to say this. Fuck Tanjiro haters, alright? Like, look. And if you just don't care for Tanjiro, like, maybe he's not that interesting, I guess that's something. But but fuck the edgelords who are like, he's not edgy and stuff. It's like, no, brah. Nah, man, friend, I'm all here from my pure boy. He's fucking Jonathan Joestar, basically. He's like he's like the perfect mixture of Deku and Jonathan Joestar. And I've said, honestly, and this is the weird thing, because of how much My Hero Academia has fallen off for me, it makes me appreciate Demon Slayer all the more. I'm hoping this sticks through. Through the rest of the story. But yeah, I love Tanjiro. Tanjiro is so great. I love that lower one was the train. That was really clever and funny because it's like we're an hour in and Tanjiro and Inosuke are fighting lower one. I was like, man, what are we gonna do? And it's like, oh, it's not just. And again, he cuts off the head of a 12 Kizuki and it doesn't work again. It's like friggin' Rui is like, oh, I actually cut my own head off before you ever did. And it's like, oh, fucking goddamn it. But to their credit, he did kill a member of the 12 Kizuki. So, didn't get his blood. All of that train there, and you couldn't get his blood from his Tamayo. Oh well. But that was great. That was really interesting. That is like, he is the train. And it's like, oh, so where's his head that you can cut off? It's like, well, it's the engine. Of course it's the engine, But that was good. I'm glad. It's interesting that only Tanjiro and Rengoku really got fucked up in that fight, And Rengoku, that was only when he fought Upper 3, Akaza. So, but I like that it's like, it wasn't as brutal of a fight as with Rui and the spider demons, but they've trained since then. They've trained with Shinobu, and they've done, they're doing total concentration constant now, so that's good at least, But yeah, so that was really good, and they killed him. But that's the thing, is that they killed him. They defeated the villain of the movie, the member of the 12 Kizuki, lower one, Well, I say 12, more like the 7 Kizuki, but that's beside the point. Now it's the 6, so. And then it's like, yeah, we have a half hour left. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen in this half hour? There you go. And that half hour is Upper 3 came in. He didn't even say why he was there. He just was there. And then he fought Rengoku, and that fight was something else, man. That fight was something else. Man, the animation on Demon Slayer is just incredible. It's some of the best animation I've ever seen in anime, And again, take that with a grain of salt of how much anime have I seen, Like, yes, I am watching anime on my own, but a lot of stuff like this is stuff I watch on the channel, So, but that shit was all really great. I'm fucking losing my voice, man. We've been going for about 25-ish minutes on this discussion, so we'll probably wrap it up soon. But yeah, That was an amazing fight. A truly amazing fight. And then he got desperate and he ran. There's a fucking fly in my face. Jesus. He ran. But Rengoku is the true winner. Even though he perished. And maybe Tanjiro might have lost his sword. I don't know if that guy... Like, he dumped Rengoku's blade. But we don't know about Tanjiro's sword. But... and yeah, now... We just gotta keep going, man. We gotta keep going for him. We gotta become Hashira for our boy. And again, they had only known Rengoku for like, what, 2 hours at the most? And it's just... Oh, it's so sad. It's so sad. Alexa, play Despacito. Holy shit. What an incredible movie. I've been excited to get to this movie just on the prospect of, it's completely canon. This is the manga right here. I can only imagine what this was like to watch it in a movie theater. And man, I can only imagine the anger that the anime-only people had toward their manga-reading friends, Like, I can just imagine at the end... an anime-only person in tears looking at their friend who read the manga and be like, you'd fucking tell me that would happen. Oh, my dog wants in, so I better go get him real quick. So yeah, this was awesome. This was amazing. Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, the movie, Mugen Train. What did you think about it? Were you the anime-only person who got pissed at your manga-reading brethren? Or were you the manga reader who had to sit there knowing that it was going to happen? Either way, or maybe you watched it like me, I don't know. Whatever your thoughts, you can leave them down below. Really excited to see what more can come from Demon Slayer. Next week we are moving on to... That's my dog. Next week we are moving on to Season 2, Episode 8. And I'm going to be watching... Gonna be hard, but I'm going to be watching the rest of the Mugen Train arc on my own time, and I think I'm going to really enjoy it. But yeah. But that is basically it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist for all of my Demon Slayer reactions, as well as another playlist for all of my movie reactions if you want to go check some of those out. Some anime movies in there as well. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.